Hey guys, now I'm back. Jack the Bomb is back. Jack the Bomb is going to talk about a big issue, and that is the PlayStation 4. Now, I have been a supporter of the Wii U. I really do think that the Wii U is going to have a reasonable life, and I think that it's not going to be a poor investment for those who are absolutely fans of Nintendo's first-party titles. But now, coming from a perspective of a PC gamer, and this is something that hopefully you guys can understand, there's nothing that the PlayStation 4 is going to be able to do that PCs couldn't do back in 2008. You know, the top-of-the-line graphics card available in 2008 is still better than what the PlayStation 4 is going to offer. And you really have to put that into perspective, that, you know, you can poo-poo the Wii U, you can say that it's shit, it does not live up to a PlayStation 4 or the next generation Xbox console, but you have to also understand that these next-generation consoles do not live up to today's PC gaming, PC hardware. Now, what you're seeing right now is some footage of Tomb Raider. This is running on my gaming rig, maximum settings with Tress FX running, where you can see in her hair it's free-flowing, each individual strand. This is something that current hardware available on consoles can't run, and I can guarantee that the next-generation hardware is going to struggle at running things like this. You know, the biggest problem with consoles is anti-aliasing, which, if you watch this video and you really focus on the edges of the objects you're seeing on screen, you're not going to notice any aliasing. You're not going to see jaggies. You're not going to see, imperfections. And this is something that currently only PC hardware can offer it, because we have the horsepower. We have the ability to run this. We have the ability to really show off next generation titles. And it's gotten to that point where it reminds me back in the day, if you were to play Grand Theft Auto 3 or was it San Andreas or Vice City, if you played the PC version and you played the PlayStation 2 version, it was like you were watching two completely different products. One clearly blew away the other. And we're seeing that with PC hardware. We're still seeing it. You know, you look at Grand Theft Auto 4. When it came out, when it was released on the PC version looked substantially better than the consoles. And you really have to question yourself, okay, what is my investment worth? You know, I mean, yes, this is coming from a person who did spend $1,000 on a graphics card, but that's because I do other things besides gaming that I will benefit from having a $1,000 graphics card, such as video editing and production and stuff. You get a lot of extra horsepower. But for gaming, you look at it, there's not a single fucking game available right now that will not run on my rig maxed out. Even Metro 2033, 2043, I don't know what the fuck the name of it is, runs maximum settings on my rig. I can even do triple screen gaming off of a single fucking card, and this is something that consoles will never be able to do. At least not in the foreseeable future. Maybe 2 generations from now, you'll start seeing this. Now, I'm switching over to some Bioshock Infinite gameplay. Again, this is another game running absolutely maxed out on my rig. Even with fraps, I'm able to maintain 60 frames a second. And again, you know, Sony's going to do their whole little streaming thing, but okay, it's something that we've had on PCs for so many years. Why is it so special now? Oh, because the masses can have this technology? Oh, congratulations. You have just been brought into the wonderful world of 2008. You know, we were experiencing these type of visual effects years ago. And, you know, when you guys finally bump up the bar and you're like, well, okay, the PlayStation 4, let's say it's $400, which I'm guessing is going to be around there. You know, it's finally seeing effects that came out in 2008, such as smoke effects and such stuff like that. Yes, it was available on the PS3, but that was... It's not in the same caliber that was available on PCs. I really do foresee PC gaming overtaking consoles within the next generation or two. Because I think consumers are starting to smarten up a bit and realize that, you know, consoles are just a waste of an investment. You know, you pay for proprietary hardware, you pay for proprietary accessories. When the next generation comes out, a lot of the times it's not backwards compatible, so you basically wasted your investment. Whereas, you know, what I buy right now for my rig, I can continue to use for years to come. You know, any game I buy, hey look, I can play Bioshock on my rig right now. Can you play your copy of Bioshock on the PlayStation 3 on your PlayStation 4? No, you can't. You know, so just to make the argument and really stick it out there that, you know, you guys could bash the shit out of the Wii U all you want to make your precious PS4 look so fancy, but in reality, your PlayStation 4 does not cut it compared to current hardware on the PC. If you have stupid-ass developers out there claiming that it is better than the majority of rigs, I would love to see them develop for my rig, okay? You know, you have 8 gigs of RAM. I have 24 gigs of RAM currently in my machine. You know, if you're going to make that argument. You know, you may have an 8-core AMD processor. I have an i7 3770K, overclocked, water-cooled, something you're never going to get in a console. You know, I have a Blu-ray player in my PC. I have a Blu-ray burner in my PC. You know, hard drive space, you're going to say, oh, look, it's got 500 gigs in my PlayStation 4. Well, I just bought a fucking 4 terabyte hard drive, and that's in my rig. So, you know, getting down to pure performance numbers. The PlayStation 4 is rumored to have 1.8 teraflops of computational horsepower on the graphics card alone. My graphics card has 5.5 teraflops of computational power alone. So suck it, Sony. Suck it. Take care, guys. Look out for future videos, content. If you have not yet listened to the Ultimate Gamer podcast, I highly, highly recommend you guys check it out.